Okay, there
Mom,
she
thank you. We'll
is.
talk in a little bit. Gotcha.
Hello, hello, good morning. So today we've got some weights and a band, a long band and a short band. And lots of energy and enthusiasm for today's class. We have that too. Okay, standing in the middle of the mat, you're going to take your feet to the edges of the mat, and then you're just going to flip the toes off the mat. Hands to heart, come down into a little squat and back up. We're just going to start today's class warming up our inner thighs a little bit. Keep your spine nice and long. And you can be a little conservative on the range of motion when we first start. And then see how you are able to progress and just go a little further. So we're going to do 4 or 5 more of these, nice and slow. You want to be engaging through the belly and keeping the spine nice and long. Okay, bring your feet in. They should be hip width apart. We're going to take hold of the right foot and take this left arm and sweep it straight up to the ceiling. Now, if you need a little help with balance, you can always keep the arm out to the side. But we're going for a nice little stretch here in the front part of this right leg. It's also a little balance challenge, which is always a good thing. Now we're going to let the arm down, clasp your fingers together, and pull that knee up and into the chest, and then circle the foot. Go in all directions. Whatever feels good. Okay, now we're going to switch sides. Shake that out. Now you're going to pick up the left foot. Try to keep that knee right under the hip, the left knee. Sweep this arm up. And now the arm comes down. Clasp your fingers and let's give this knee a nice big hug. Pull it all the way up and in, and then start to move the foot. And put it down. There we go. That was easy. Okay, hands to heart. Give me a nice little squat. Feet are hip width apart. Going up and down. Whatever range of motion feels right, this is just a warm-up, right? So permission to ease in. That's what I always say. Four or 5 more. Then we're just going to keep squatting, but we're going to bring our feet together. A little bit more of a balance challenge when you do that. Try to be mindful too to keep equal weight in both your feet as you go up and down. You want to try to avoid favoring a side. Okay, now let's bring the feet in and squat again. Couple more. Last one. Okay, now open the feet up again, hip width apart. Make a fist thumbs up, squeeze those elbows, pull them back, and then squeeze them into each other. So you have a massive activation of the thoracic spine. Keep the elbows back, fold down with your legs nice and long. Stretching out those hamstrings. Again, improve your range of motion when your body feels ready. Let's do 5 more. On these last ones, see if it's appropriate to go a little further. But we're not rounding the back to get there. Okay, so now release the arms, relax, circle the shoulders, shake it out, whatever you need to do. Step your left foot forward and the right one back. Both heels are down on the ground. Hands to heart. We're going to fold down, just like we were doing, and come back up. So your spine is long. We're just not really working that thoracic spine, keeping the elbows back there. You can if you like, but I'm focusing really here on keeping my spine long as I fold and trying to get a nice stretch through the left hamstring. It's also a bit of a balance challenge. The closer in that back foot is to being behind the left one, the more you need to engage your core to make the movement happen. So more muscle to the party, better for Sue. Okay, now come up, step it back, feet hip width, take a big step forward with the right foot, but make sure you haven't stepped so far that that heel in the back is coming out, right? So if you feel the toes of the right foot grabbing to help, try to relax them. Couple more. You should start to feel a little bit of body heat, hopefully. Keep both legs nice and straight. You don't want to bend them. Okay, there we go. We're going to transition into some arms. So I'm going to use a band, but you can certainly use weights if you don't have a band. Or if you just prefer weights better. So bicep curls it is. So I'm just going to step one foot on my band and I'm just going to start to curl. So I've tucked my elbows. A lot of people, when they curl a bicep, they let the elbow come forward to get it up. I want you to pull the elbow to the side body and be very stable with the movement that way. So you want to try to resist it going down and up. Now I'm going to kickstand the left foot. So I've got most of my weight in that right leg. Also important to work the full range. A lot of people don't go down all the way. So make sure you're extending the arms. If you're using a band, you're getting rid of all the tension for each rep. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and switch my feet and carry on. So if you're using a band, it should feel really challenging to get these hands up. It's all about the bicep. You want to keep a loose grip too, whether you're using a weight or a band. Don't over squeeze. It's going to hurt your elbow. Whew, keep going. Try to do 4 more. And also, don't round the shoulders, right? It's always about posture. Okay, that's it for me. Shake it out, roll the arms, whatever you need. Get that blood flow back. Now we're going to do tricep extensions. So you have choice. You can take 2 weights and hold them touching and go up and down. You could take 1 and hold the ends, or you could use a band. So I'm going to start with a band, working my left tricep. The number one mistake people make when they do this is they pull the head down or drop the chin. Don't do that. Keep your neck nice and long. So I'm pulling behind me the band to make it tight. So right away, you feel sort of like a tremble, hard to control it. So keep good posture, engage your glutes, try to be taller. That's always a good rule of thumb, and keep that chin up and don't pull the head down. Coming down slower is better. Going up at whatever pace feels good for you. Just rock it. That's cool. Okay, I'm going to switch because I got nothing left in that arm. If you can squeeze in a few more, keep going. Or maybe you're using two weights, so you're working both. And if you run out of gas, you can always switch to a lighter weight or just drop one. So many choices. Just make sure that hand's coming down nice and slowly. The other thing to be mindful of, when any of your hands go over your head, a lot of people have the tendency to let the hips pull forward. So you want to be in that athletic stance so that you're engaging your posterior muscle chain. So don't let the hips pull forward, keep weighting into the heels and use the glutes, fire them up. Just squeeze in a few more here. I'm almost out of gas. Hopefully you are too. Okay. More arms before we get down to the floor. So I'm going to use the red band. You can pick whatever color you like of the smaller. Put it around my waist. This is going to be a total body exercise. So you're going to work lower and upper simultaneously. We're going to step the left foot forward, right leg back, elevate the heel in the back, pushing more weight into this left leg. Send your arms out, lean forward. Now open up the arms as much as you can to make the band tight. So you got a couple of things to think about. Whoops, don't put a lot of weight in that back foot. So if you can be almost like totally on the tippy toes, and if you need to open this left foot a little further left, do it. Now we're going to send the arms to the left and back and just keep going. But do yourself a favor and really get your weight into that left leg. Now we like to work as big of a range as we can. When we open up, it's the whole shoulder carriage twisting. It's not just the arms. So you're going to feel it a lot more in that glute. Keep leaning forward and keep your band tight. So this is a lot of work for the outside of that left hip. And I'm just about done. Whew, you should have felt it right on the top towards the outside of that glute. Shake it out. Now we move on to the right foot. So right leg steps forward. Elevate really high on that back foot. Send the arms out. Start your rotation. You got to have a big forward lean here. That also helps you not, whoops, don't do that, not to put weight in the left leg. Remember, it's the whole shoulder carriage twisting. Couple more. Keep that band tight. And relax. Okay. Put that down. We're going to give our arms a little bit of a break. I'm going to use the black small band now. And we're going to come back and hit this very same muscle group we just used with the band. So meet me down on the floor. Band just above the ankles. And legs up towards the ceiling. And here we go. Opening out wide. So a couple of things to think about. Pull the belly down. Keep those muscles active. And then where you position your feet. How far forward they are or how far back they are switches up the angle of the exercise, right? So you might feel it in a slightly different spot. And the more forward the feet are, the more you have to work the belly down to keep your lower back on the floor, which is ideally what we would like. So make each one of these really special, right? We don't count reps. It's not about doing it quickly. It's about feeling each one and making it hard for yourself. We're not here for long, so make them count. We're going to do a couple of holds and a couple of pulses. So first we're going to do the hold. So open up, hold as wide as you can get them. Move them forward a little bit, but keep that low back skin on the floor. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Go back to your in and out. When you come in, make sure the band releases completely and that you're starting each rep from scratch. No momentum. On the next one, you're going to hold it up, but you're going to pulse out an inch and in an inch. Not quickly. You want to do this as slow as you can. And take a break. Oh, that's hard. Okay, hang on to that band because we're not done. This is just a nice little reprieve. Bring your knees into the chest. Chill out for a little bit. So you want to be nice and flat on the shoulder blades and keep the shoulders down. So you're not using them to help you get through when the work gets tough. Straighten the legs, open back up, and just hold. Move the legs forward a little bit, keep the back down. Can you open the feet any wider? Do it if you can. And now bring those knees in, take a little break. We have one more pulse to do, then we're moving on. So finish strong with this exercise anyways. Here we go, legs up. Open them up. From there, you start going out and in an inch slowly. So even though it's a small movement, I still would like you to try to make it very deliberate. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Okay, get rid of the band. I'm gonna grab a quick sip of water. We're gonna come up, we're gonna do a little wall sit. And if you have trouble with wall sits, don't sit so low. Sit as low as you can and modify. But I think it's still a good idea to do them. So, and I say that because I think, Sue, you told me that you struggle a little bit with this. So just take the feet out of the wall, get the butt on the wall in the back, and then you decide inch by inch how low down you're comfortable going. But wherever you end up, if you look down your knee, the ankle should be underneath the knee. The angle in the hip can be whatever you want it to be. So we're just going to hold here and relax. I should have told you that you could do bicep curls here if you like. Keep your mind busy, so you're not thinking about how wonderful this is feeling. So again, shoulders should be nice and relaxed with an open chest. And your back up against the wall, even the lower back. And we're driving in the belly. So we're not going to kill these muscles today. We're not going to be here for long. Maybe another 30 seconds. So you're about halfway. Okay. There we go. All done. That wasn't so bad. Shake it out. We're going to come back down onto the floor. We're going to do some bird dogs just because they're so good for strengthening our core. Then we have 90-90s. A little bit more arms and then we're done. So back of the head down on the floor, proud chest, flat on the blades. 90 degrees at the hip and knee. Arms up. Here we go. Left arm and right leg extend. Bring them back in. Now, if you bring those knees in too close, you're not working hard. You're making it a lot easier for yourself. If the knees stay over the hips, it's a lot harder. So you be the judge, how you're feeling, how you're grooving today. Anytime you need to sort of take a little break to reset, go ahead and do it. And then just join right back in. Okay, bring your knees up and into the chest. Keep the knees together. Make a little circle just to massage your lower back a little bit. Go the opposite way. Now, just to help open up the hips a bit, we're going to do a modified figure 4 before we start the 90-90. I like doing it in this order. So right foot flexed over left thigh. Move the right knee forward and bring it in. Just rock that maybe 4 or 5 times. Trying to improve your range each rep. And now we do it on the other side. Left foot flexed over right thigh. In and out. Really focusing on the out, right? That's the more challenging. Bringing it in is, oh, that feels good. Okay, one more, why not? Release that foot to the floor, knees come into the chest. Give me that nice little circle one more time. Now we rock and roll up. We're going to start 90-90, scoot over to the right side of your mat. 90-90 in both feet. So check your form. I like to make sure my back foot, the ankle is lined up with the knee. Now, fingertips only if you can for the first rep. We're going to walk it out slowly. We keep the spine long. So just sort of like lean over that front leg. And when you feel a nice stretch over that glute, just hold on that spot. Try not to put too much weight into the floor. Take a couple of more breaths. And then gradually walk yourself back up. Now take this left hand behind your hip, so both hands are back there. Lift your left knee up. And then you're trying to get flat on that left foot. Move the left knee towards the back of the room. And then bring it forward slowly. And just do it one more time. Okay, so you're back in your 90-90. This time as we fold forward over that leg, we're going to bring our hands to heart, so we're not really using, or I should say we're not offsetting any of our torso weight. This is good core strength here. Coming down nice and slowly. Square shoulders, long spine. Coming back up. Trying not to lean too far right. You want to be getting right over that leg, your upper right leg. Two more. Okay, put the hands behind you again. One more time now, lift up this left knee. So you're flat on the left foot. Just hold it there for a couple of breaths. And now we're going to do 90-90 on the left side. So scoot over. Once you're in position, fingers out in front. Try not to lean the body. You automatically, before you start, want to lean right. Walk it out, spine long, fingertips only. Hold on that nice juicy spot. Take some nice deep breaths. Then walk it back up. Both hands behind the back. Here we go. Up with the right knee. Onto that nice flat foot. And then put it back down. Lift it up again. And put it down. Let's bring our hands to heart. Lean to the right. Fold over the leg. Nice and slow going down. Nice and slow coming up. You want to avoid being jerky or going too quickly. Two more. Now take your hands back behind you again. Lift this right knee up again. Maybe it gets a little bigger or a little further back. Okay, scoot it forward. Heels to the front corners of the mat. Hands to heart. C-curve your spine. Suck in the belly. Tuck your chin. So your spine is in flexion as you go down slowly. One vertebrae at a time. Once you're down, take the arms all the way back. We're going to do some pelvic rocking and a little bit of bridge work with weights. Then we stretch and we're done. So bring your arms by your side. Let them just relax for now. Walk your feet in as close to your butt as you can get them. Tilt the pelvis up first with a little pressure going into the heels, not the whole foot. And then tilt it forward. Now make sure you're drawing in the belly. So you should feel those muscles tight in the belly. And just do a couple more like you're in slow motion, going down and up with the pelvis. Then we're going to grab our heavy weights and bridge it up. Just give me a few more of these pelvic rocks. So good for you. Okay, so get yourself up however you do. I'm going to grab a quick sip of water. I'm going to use two 10-pound weights. You do you, whatever you got. I'm going to just put the weights right on my hips, holding them with my hands. Get my feet in close to my butt, tilt the pelvis up, and now bridge up as I press through the heels. So just hold your weights. The back of the arms should be off the floor, and you should be pushing up through your heels. It's a big glute activation and a little bit of the top part of the hamstring. So just hold this. We're going to do some walkouts with our feet. And when we start to move the feet out, you're going to feel more of the hamstring doing work than you do the glutes. So stay here for 3 more deep breaths. And then I'm going to ask you to inch or lift and walk the feet out a couple of inches. So it's not far. However you want to get there, do it. Now, try not to let those hips sink. They should stay at the same height you had them before you move the feet up. Just hold here and breathe. Okay, inch those feet out a little more. Maybe an inch, doesn't have to be huge. I just want you to move them forward enough that you notice more of the hamstring coming to the party. Let's see if you can go a little further, but remember, you have to do you. So if you feel unstable or not safe, don't go any further, just hold or take a reset anytime you need to. Bring the hips back down, start fresh. I'm going to try to get mine out a little bit more. Holding, this is going to be my last one. I'm going to try to stay here for about 10 seconds. Now slowly lower those hips. Get yourself up any way you like. Put the weights off to the side. And we're going to stretch. So good to stretch. Okay. Let's start out by opening the feet, the legs. Nice and wide. Sit up tall. Keep your spine long. Walk it forward. Just a little bit at a time. So even that little forward lean of my upper body, right away I could feel, oh, hello, inner thighs. Now try to go a little further. You want to try to be pressing the back of the knees into the floor while you keep your feet flexed. Go a little further. And now just kind of go where you want to go. Maybe you want to fold all the way down with your spine in flexion. Maybe you want to hang out here. Just find a happy place where you can breathe and sort of get a little lost. Okay, walk it back up. Keep your feet exactly where they are. We're going to rotate the two shoulders to face over this right leg. Now slowly walk it out. Maybe the fingertips are on the floor beside the leg, but try to keep your spine long in the beginning and do it gradually. And once you feel like you're as far out as you can, keeping the spine long, take the left hand over the foot and hold the outside of the foot. Feel that quadratus lumborum muscle on your left side body. So just breathe till you don't feel it as much. Deep breathing is always good. Deep breathe right into that left side body. And now take that left hand back to the left side of the foot. Try to put the elbows down and flex the spine. Just hang out here in this deep stretch. Now come back up. Oh my goodness, great. Okay, other side, here we go. Walking it on either side of the leg, fingertips only. Little bit at a time. And when you feel you're ready, take the right hand to the outside of that left foot. Deep breathing into that right side body. And now we're going to take that right hand back to the floor. Flex the spine, lower the elbows, go wherever it feels good for a nice deep stretch and just breathe. Okay, walk it back up. We're going to bring the feet together, hip width apart. Sit up nice and tall. Right, spine long, belly in, walk it out. Don't round your back, go as far as you can with your spine long. Maybe you're holding the outsides of the feet or the tops behind the toes, whatever feels good, just hold and breathe. Really work the back of the knees down into the floor. Belly in, flex your spine, lower the elbows, hang out, and just breathe. Come back up. We're gonna sit with our legs crossed. So you pick which foot goes under which. Sit up nice and tall. Now, whenever we're sitting cross-legged, we want to try to let these knees relax towards the floor. So just sort of send a message from your brain to these legs to chill out. Once you got that message going on, you're walking out slowly. Keep your spine long. I know I sound like a broken record. We're doing this in stages. Remember to incorporate lots of breathing. Super good for you. Try to go a little further. It's not about forcing anything. And if it's time, put those elbows down, flex the spine, relax the head, chill out and breathe. Okay, come on back up. We're gonna uncross, so lift the knees back up together, leaning back, just cross over the other way. Sit up nice and tall. Before you start walking out, talk to those legs, tell them to chill. And then here we go, forward lean, spine long, coming out nice and slowly. Just keep advancing it when you feel ready. When there's no more where to go, elbows down, flex your spine, let the head relax. Okay, come back up. Bring those knees together. We're gonna meet lying down with our right knee crossed over the left knee. Then we're gonna crunch it up, find the outsides of those feet, lift them up a little bit and pull them in towards you, and then put the head back down on the floor. Maybe you oscillate by moving the feet up and down a little bit in slow motion, if that feels good. And when you're ready, uncross and go over the other way, lifting up, finding both of the outsides of the feet, bringing them in towards you, head back down on the floor. Start to rise or lift the feet up and lower slowly. And maybe you don't even do that. Maybe you just hug them in a little closer. Whatever feels good. This is your last stretch. Enjoy it. Okay, uncross the legs. Rock and roll yourself up. We're going to get up onto our feet, tippy toes, lifting the heels nice and high. And now full forward fold, so you're looking through your knees to the back of the room. And we're going to slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Nice and slow. Take a big deep breath. And I thank you so much for your power and strength. Great job. Good for you, Sue, getting out of bed.
Good for me. Good for
Yeah.
me. That was really good. Thank you.